So there are two things. So and two answers, right? The first one is if you are creating a totally new product that doesn't exist anymore. It's not something that you are solving the same problem, but you found a problem that other people aren't solving. So in that case, there's no demand to close, right? So you need to first start creating the conversations around that topic, and go and do something differently. I usually like to use the example of Drift back in the days when they basically start organizing like offline events, dinners for product people, for executive, and listening what they were saying. And they were saying a lot of stuff. I have a problem with this, with this, with this. And they found out, okay, so they don't like forms on the website, right? So how do we call it nicely so we can actually create conversation around it? We call it conversational marketing, right? So what can we do to actually empower that and make people actually go and search for it? We write a book. So, and also we create a podcast when we talk about all these things. We use social media like Twitter at the time. We empower our team to talk about it on LinkedIn. And then you have different voices, evangelism, basically conversational marketing, right? And it doesn't create only the thing for you. It also empowers others in the space, right? It's not something that you alone can do, but you need to involve other companies as well. So from that perspective, yeah, because if you do the customer research and you ask people, to give you feedback on what you want to sell, if they don't know that something exists, they cannot actually give you the information, right? And
Sure.
if you don't solve the problem, you leave them with the existing solutions that didn't solve the problem, well, they will be pissed off at you, right? So you will have to deal with that as well. But on the other hand, what I suggest to everybody, because like if you look at the biggest companies out there, they started from the existing problem, right? And it's much easier to go into the audience that already has the existing problem. Maybe you just have the better solution, right? Or you go into the smaller niche when you have a simpler solution for them and start from that place. So that's where I would always go instead of, chasing how do we call it, unicorns, and coming up with the category creation and those kind of things. I would start from the existing problems that I can solve and that resonates with, how do I call it, like when I look at the potential market, I like to say, as small as the market that we can own 30% of in like 6 months. That's how small I want to get if I can, right? Meaning you talk to 200 people, right? You don't need to talk to that many people. Those are like 200 people that you want to talk to, show your content to, show your offer to, create relationships with, whatever it is. So they know that you are the solution, right? And you want to have at least, how do we call it? Marquee customer, you scrape your way into that. So there are no specific ways how you can do it. You try different things to get that customer, because that one customer that everybody on the market knows will open the doors for you for the others to come. Meaning they're choosing between solving a specific problem that bothers them for a long time or trusting you. You are solving the problem and then you are working with that company that they know and trust. So it eliminates that. And that's where you start with. So when you build and you actually, be on top of the market, owning 30% of the niche means that you own the niche, right? So when you go there, basically you start with that and you build from there. So you not go with, I need to have like 40,000 people reaching with my ads, with my content, but with 200.
Yeah.